Good morning, y'all. It's been something on my mind. I wanted to discuss purpose. Purpose. So they say everybody has a purpose. Everybody's born with a purpose. But it's so hard as adults in real life to try and find what that purpose is. But supposedly we're all born with a purpose. I guess what brings these thoughts to mind, I was speaking to someone and they're going through a rough time right now. I mean, we all are, right? They're going through a rough time. They were saying something along the lines of, you know, not wanting to keep going, not wanting to push forward, not having the energy to keep fighting. And that shit, it didn't sit right with me. I felt the way. Because ain't none of this shit great. Ain't none of our situations perfect. Life ain't perfect. But we have to keep going, you know? Even in the case where we haven't found our purpose in life yet, you know, it's a lot of reasons to keep going. Whether that be bills, family, definitely the children, definitely the youth. You know, if you got kids, you want to keep going for them, keep pushing for them. Because at the end of the day, they didn't ask to be here, you know. And they need us, our children need us more than anything. But you never really know the impact that you have on someone else or their life. You feel me? You know, to not be here or to take yourself away from here early or too early, it's not only cheating yourself, cheating your loved ones, cheating the ones that's around you, those that need you. You know what I'm saying? Shit can go so deep, right? Because I feel like this. I'm going to tell you why. Any living being right now is supposed to be here. Despite us not finding our purpose yet. Wow. Why? We're supposed to be here. Why this shit is meant. First of all, not to get too religious on y'all. One thing I guess they say in the Bible is God will never give you more than what you can handle. It's funny, I just told my daughter that. My daughter, she'll be 11 this year. They say God won't give us anything that we can't handle. And shit, the things that life throw at you, man, for us to make it through and still be here, in a lot of cases, our stories is amazing. Everybody has a story, right? But this is why everybody's supposed to be here. And this is fact. I don't know the specific number, but bear with me. When a man ejaculates, there are millions of sperms released. You understand? When a man, there are millions of sperms that are released. Out of those million sperms, you, you that are alive, that's sharing this life, that's breathing this air right now, you won the race. Out of a million something sperms, you were the one to penetrate the egg and develop and be born. God damn. Right there, don't tell me that's not purpose. You won a race, your first race ever, against millions of other motherfuckers. But you penetrated that egg. You made it here to this plane. Right there, that's purpose. You were supposed to be here. If you wasn't supposed to be here, one of those other fucking sperms would have touched that egg, would have penetrated that egg, and your ass would have been in thought or dessert, respectfully. You know? So if you want that race to be here, you're supposed to be here. You know? Then with that, it's like when we're young, we have so much inspiration. You know, we have so much imagination. You know, when we're young, we want to be so many things. President, singer, rapper, ball player. We have so many ideas, and as children with our innocence, you know, there's no obstacle. The sky is the limit. You know, it's only as we move forward in life, as we get older, and life does what it does to motherfuckers, we start to lose that imagination. We start to lose that hope, you know, that optimism, you know, and shit. We all become damn near pessimists. What they say, hope for the best, expect the worst. But with that, as we get older, you know, we lose that sense of innocence, you know, that sense of want and hope and optimism to do anything, to be anything. You know, we set limitations on ourselves. And before you know it, you stuck in a 9 to 5 in a motherfucking rat race, in debt, struggling to get the fuck out. And this life shit could get so hard, man. This shit could get so hard. And as my peoples were saying, like, sometimes it'll take the fucking energy out of you. It'll take the energy out of you where you don't even want to fight. But you got to. Life is too precious. Life is too beautiful. And as I said, you never know who life you affect. Especially if you got children. Your children need you. You know, your family need you. Loved ones need you. You know? This shit ain't perfect, but it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much to live for. Like, I was telling my daughter recently, because another family member told her, like, yeah, I want you to be a doctor. I want you to be a lawyer. And that shit upset me. Because it's like, you can be whatever you want. Don't let anyone or life itself set any expectations for you. There's a saying that goes, when we don't do what we plan, life does what it wants. Life does what it wants when we don't do what we plan to do. You know? And I'm telling my daughter, you can be whatever you want. If you want to take 10 years of your life to be a singer, you can do that. If you want to take the next 5 to 10 years to be an astronaut, you can fucking do that too. If you want to take the next 10 years of your life, your 30s, to be a motherfucking lawyer, you can do that too. There's no limitations. There's nothing in this fucking book. There's nothing in this fucking book of life to say you only could be one thing. You know what I'm saying? As I said, life has a way of keeping us in place, holding us down, pushing us around. And we gotta push back. We gotta push back. We ain't here for no reason. You know, we just gotta find our purpose. You know? And it's so crazy. It's so crazy because, you know, your purpose may be as simple as, your purpose may be just as simple as you bringing your child to this plane. Who knows? Your child may be the future president or the person who may change this world and make all this shit better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be so focused on us, especially finding our purpose. First things first, the laws of the universe You get what you put out. You get out negativity, you're going to get that back tenfold. You put out positivity, you're going to get that back tenfold. With that being said, too, you have to be of service. Not only to yourself, not only to your family. You have to be a service to the human family. You gotta do shit for people. Not like, oh, just take your groceries out, no shit like that. You know what I mean? There's a guy, Jordan Peterson. One of his things that he says is, life is suffering. Our job is to lessen the suffering in the world. So if you wake up in the morning, how they say pay it forward, if you wake up in the morning, open the door for somebody, smile at somebody, you never know, that motherfucker's probably about to go postal on somebody. You may change his day just by smiling at him or saying good morning, or her. You know what I'm saying? You never know the effect that you have on someone else's character, life, or whatever. And we get so focused up on like, me. I gotta do this, I'm supposed to do this. Don't get me wrong, this life, you gotta live it. You gotta do what you gotta do in the meantime. But as far as purpose, your purpose may be to help somebody else, to do something for somebody else. And to give up on that, despite how hard it get, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you made it through 20-something years of life, 30 years of life, 40-something years of life. You've been here too long to give up now. All these lives that you touched, all these family members that love you. You know what I'm saying? People need you. And even more than that, you need you. You need you more than anybody. Because if we don't do for ourselves, we don't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of the next, including our children. And respectfully, children are the future, right? It's an old saying that goes, the future is reserved for those who prepare for it. Are you prepared? Are you preparing? You know, we're not going to have no fucking stop sign right there telling us what direction to go, or, you know, what our purpose is. We do have to find that. But there's no way you can sit here in this shit and say that we don't have purpose. You have a purpose. And your purpose may not be you or for you. It may be to help somebody else or to birth somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Or help someone else to get somewhere or teach someone something. There's so many avenues and rabbit holes you can travel down with that shit. But I say all that to say we all have purpose. You know, life ain't great. None of our situations is great. And we gotta make the best of it, make do. But really let that resonate and think about how many lives you touch, how many people that actually love you, how many people that need you here. Somebody asked me a long time ago, what was your worst fear? And I believe at that time, my daughter was like 2, 3. And I knew, like, my worst fear is leaving my daughter here on this earth alone and unprepared. As I said in a previous video, and as we all know, the only thing in life that's guaranteed is death, you know? But to leave early, to leave short, and leave my daughter here unprepared for this life shit, that's probably like one of my worst fears. And obviously I can't teach her everything. I can't do everything. But I can only do the best that I can while I'm here. But I'm not going to cheat her or cheat myself on that process or what it's going to take to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm not going to put myself in a situation to take me away from her earlier than what it should be. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the impact I have on her life. I know the impact she has on mine. And that shit ain't for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It get hard. You know, sometimes you gotta cry. Sometimes you gotta bleed. Sometimes you gotta sweat. You know. But one thing we gotta do is keep going. One thing we gotta do is keep going. Like I say, like at the end of the day, you may got it hard, But shit, you got a roof over your head. This motherfuckers out here sleeping in this cold. It was just like 25 degrees. This motherfuckers out here sleeping in this. You got a roof over your head. You got clothes on your back. You know what I'm saying? You got money in your pocket. There's plenty of people out here that's in worse situations than us and have been in worse situations than us. And respectfully, even though we're going through modern day slavery, you know, it's nothing compared to what our ancestors went through. The struggles and hurdles that they had to go through. If they could deal with that shit, and a lot of them survived, for us to be here, a lot of the shit that we dealing with is like minuscule, for real. You know? It's hard, but find your purpose. Everybody has a purpose. Like I said, you know, you gotta start within. I was just telling my brother, you have to be the change you want to see. You want something different, do something different. You want more, do more. There's so much shit out here to do or to focus on, and motherfuckers be focused on the wrong shit. Everybody worried about Will Smith smacking the nigga. I'm not even gonna tap into that. You know, he stood up for his wife. Another motherfucker made a joke. But at the end of the day, they sitting back looking at us like we don't know how to fucking act. Wherever we go, no matter how much money we got. And that's not true. It gets deeper than that. But I'm not gonna get off topic because we could go on forever. But I just wanted to say that to y'all. Stay strong. Stay in the game. Don't give up. It's too much to life, you know? And like I said before, he won't give us anything that we can't handle. If you made it this far, keep going. There's somebody out there that love you. There's somebody out there that needs you. You know, keep touching lives. Reach out, ask for help. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever be afraid to ask for help. We all human. Ain't none of us perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. We all need help sometime. We all need to fucking cry. Men, women, whatever. Gangster, whatever. Ain't nobody exempt from that shit. Like, we fucking human. We all breathe the same air. We all bleed the same. And we all need help. And sometimes mental help too. Don't ever be afraid to seek help. But stand by your people too. Stand by your family. Be a real fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? Be a real homie. Stop leading motherfuckers in the wrong direction. Because at the end of the day, you out here on that pessimistic, negative shit. Whatever you put out, you're going to get that shit back. Do right by people. Do right by your family. And definitely keep going. Find your purpose. Even if you don't know what it is yet, every day be a better you. Do something better, do something different than what you did yesterday. Little by little, you can lessen the suffering in the world. If you're a motherfucker that don't smile, just smile at a motherfucker that you usually don't smile at. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing. Simply stated. You know? Hope I was able to inspire y'all, motivate y'all. You know? If you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment. Any subjects y'all want to see me touch on, I can do that. You know? Peace, love to all y'all. Be cool.